I guess all the that's against me, they the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no different. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick brick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pull out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me, they the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit it, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. And watch the line. Check 43.
That's Samuel, caught left side. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, tight.
Brady now to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Gibson here running out of the gun. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
No, 66. Don't get nervous. 55's
On the counter, Gibson. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 41. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Hey, check. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I got you. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Hey. Mike 27.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch twist. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Keep it up, defense.
Now Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And it's caught. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
52's the mic right over there, right? 52's the mic. In your face.
On play action, here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Now a handoff looking right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now, before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, it's Brady. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Brady now on first down. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Wide, 80. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Help him. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, check it. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A run here for J.D. McKissick. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have moved out in front.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Slide for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. So after the INT, it's Brady. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. 57 yards. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Tua now on first down. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Commanders 21, Dolphins 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing on first down is Brady. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. After the turnover, it's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On first down, Brady. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Brady now on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this one is incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's Brady to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Brady's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Hey, 66. Watch the screen.
A handoff running left is Gibson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Watch the run. Lost the run. You're south, baby. That's baby south.
Throwing now is Brady. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Gibson again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Brady going to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 7. To throw is Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Completes it to Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Back to the ground with Gibson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now Brady. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Sly able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 65 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders from the left hash. This from 37. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Wait, 20. Hey, goal 66. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. He's timing me.
Back to throw, Brady. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Brady. Being chased out left. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Goal 50.
Brady to throw. Complete, it's Dotson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our
To throw is Brady. This is brought in by Gibson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Brady now to throw.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, he had a tremendous night throwing the football, wound up with 4 touchdown passes. He had in his mind early that he was going to go